Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's that time. It's tarot time with Cindy, and yes, it has snowed again. This is the part in many Canadians' lives, in their hearts, approaching March, where it's like, all right, well, you know, for some Canadians, it's much sooner. And some people, it's like right after Christmas or New Year's. All right, that's enough snow. I don't know. Anyways, it's snowing. It's been snowing, and it's been one of those days, and I'm going to do a reading. I'm going to do a reading for you. I'm going to ask who you are. I'm going to ask who you are. I'm going to ask how others view you and what people don't know about you and what you don't know about someone around you. It's kind of like my Nosy Parker reading. It's kind of like fun, right? So let's see. Let's see who you are. Oh, it's in the reverse. Well, what are you doing that you shouldn't be doing? You have the scribe in the shadow. You're altering some facts here. You're altering some facts. You might be plagiarizing other people's work. You're like, shh, Steve, quiet. I'm just saying, you might be twisting the truth a little bit, or maybe you are, like maybe you're doing like some type of a book report or some type of a report of some sort, and maybe you're not citing everything that you should be citing. All your references properly, are you? Are you properly citing all your references? You're altering some facts here. Well, you know, maybe it depends how you feel that day. You're like, you know what, that fact, that truth, I just can't deal with it today. This is what it's going to be. This is what it's going to be today. But what's interesting, how others view you is in the light. Oh, you're a networker. What facts are you altering here, my friend? They see you as the networker in the light. You enhance unity through sharing of information. Engender social awareness and empathy. But you, well, that's interesting. Because whatever you're doing, people feel like you do it so that we can all feel included and they feel good about it. They don't feel like you're imparting information that makes anyone feel left out. You maybe even want, you know, let's be aware of this situation that's going on with this person over here, or a friend, or whatever that can be. And everyone's like, oh yeah, that's good to think that way. That's nice. But isn't that funny? Because you're changing a fact. It's like, you know, this person's really a fucking asshole, but let's just all come together in a nice way. And so in whatever way you were altering facts here, you do it in a way that people see you you're good, you're nice, you're kind, you have empathy, you're sweet. You're sharing nice information. What people don't know about you is in the shadow. I was hoping we would get a shadow card when I asked what people don't know about you. It's like, okay, let's see. What is it? Oh, Midas Miser in the shadow. Hoarding money and emotions. Obsessive fear of losing your wealth. Or you're hoarding money. Or maybe I don't know. You're hoarding. You're a bit of a hoarder. Maybe your house is full of shit and nobody knows. See, I told you this was like the Nosy Parker reading. You could have an obsessive fear of losing your wealth. Well, how much money do you have? What's going on? What am I reading for? I'm just thinking, like, I feel like myself and most of the people I'm reading for, well, I don't know how much wealth we have. How much we have to hoard. You got a lot? You got a lot? Okay. What you don't know about someone around you? Well, that's interesting because it's in the light. So there's some sort of lightness, goodness about someone that you don't know around you. Messiah, serving humanity with humility. Somebody around you is like very godlike. Perfect. Somebody around you. It's so perfect. It's so perfect. Knight, loyalty, romance, and chivalry. A love of honor. Chivalry. I think I said chivalry. Chivalry. Okay. I'm really getting into it today. Now, I'm going to layer this. Please yourself. Oh, that card. It gets me every time. Is it just me? Am I just like, that's like 5-year-old Cindy that, you know, if it's the right thing, it comes out. Okay, it starts with concentration, hesitation, and then enthusiasm to please yourself. I don't know where that came from. Oh my God. Companionship, concentration. The companionship card is behind concentration. And so you're thinking too hard about relationships maybe, so you hesitate. enthusiastic to just please yourself. Hey, you know, this is why I do not like doing tarot readings for like close friends. Anyone, like, I don't want to know. Do you want me to know? Because the cards will come out. All right. Shits and giggles. It's all shits and giggles today, apparently. I'm telling you, I've just had a day. I'll tell you all at the end. You know, I'll fill you all in at the end. Okay, who you are. You're a scribe. You're altering. You know, it sounds like somebody that I've been dealing with. Learning. You're learning how to alter. Alter facts. You're learning. I'm learning how to alter facts and plagiarize other people's works. And I really don't know. This is funny. Or maybe you're learning. Maybe you're learning about how. Are you learning about how other people alter facts and plagiarize work? Huh. It's interesting. How other people view you. You're lovely. Well, you get the wisdom with this networker. You are so wise. You have so much experience and you know how to apply it to so many different situations. I kind of wonder though, if you're learning how to take this is a part of, you know, like with wisdom. Okay. Right? Because I mean, wisdom is not necessarily our own experiences. We can learn. I think that's that's the work smart, not hard theme there to me. Because if you can learn from other people's experiences and that can become your wisdom and then you can impart this to other people, that is a shortcut, honey. That's like not learning the hard way. That's learning the smart way or the easier way. Maybe there's something like that. Like maybe you take other people's lessons or other people's experiences and you learn from them. Oh my God. That's kind of cool. I like that. And then it's kind of like you impart that wisdom. You know, it kind of even makes me feel like somebody who, it could be somebody who follows a lot of different gurus. A lot of like, you may even read or see a lot of different sort of like, Buddhist or kind of, you know, like what are those the little blips of wisdom or something like that. And you can kind of like put it into your own words and maybe even put it into your own words. Like even like something like, I think about like the Bible, like some of that shit is just written like, who the fuck? It's like reading Shakespeare. Like just say it like it needs to be said today. So like you could literally like take something that is maybe hard for other people to comprehend because of the dialogue that it's been created in, or right? And then you make it make sense. You make it make sense for people. That's how they see you. But what people don't know is maybe you know a lot more than you're saying. You're not saying shit. You're hoarding it. You're hoarding. What do you, you're hoarding patience. You are hoarding patience. This is what people don't know about you. Are you patiently hoarding money and emotions? You patiently have an obsessive fear of losing your own. That is very curious. Maybe you want to share. Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe you do, but you're hoarding it. You're hoarding it right now. You're patient to share, but right now you're hoarding. Like, no, I'm not sharing right now. Oh, you're such a curious bunch. I'm really enjoying this. Wait to hear my story at the end. Oh, fuck. Okay. That's just encouraging. Stay to the end. I know you can just do that, right? You can just scroll. You can use your finger. Okay. What you don't know about someone around you. This person has a lot of humanity and humility to them. And they have fun with it. That's cute. The person who is having the most fun, maybe even being the most childish, is the one who's serving humanity with the most humility. Who the fuck is that for you? I mean, geez, like, honestly, it could be like a kid, like with that kind of energy. But there's somebody here who, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like somebody who does whatever you do and they do it really easy. But you're doing it easy. Like there's something where you're doing, yes, learning. Being wise. Okay, see underline. Oh God, we still have, well now we have sadness responsibility. Sadness responsibilities here. And then we're companionship concentrating. So what happened to the switching to pleasing yourself? I'm just going to blame myself right now. It's a giddy day, okay? It's a giddy day. It's an election day here in Ontario too. We all have to go to the polls. Well, not all of us. I guess whoever wants to and who's ever eligible. We have to decide if we want to continue with the crook that we have in now, or if we want a new crook. Because they all end up crooks anyways at some point. So I mean, that's kind of what it comes down to. Do we want to keep the crook that we're familiar with? Should we keep the devil that we know, or do we want a different devil? All right. Who are you? Oh, you are a healer. You are a healer. Oh my goodness. You really are. I mean, you're totally, I'm kind of wondering if you're one of those people who like shares a lot of like little things on Facebook, or you send little things to your friends, or I don't know. It literally is coming off that you whatever you are sharing with people, and in whatever way you're plagiarizing it, it doesn't come off as something like illegal or wrong, right? Is it illegal to play? I don't know how that works. What would you call that? Like if you're plagiarizing something, like as a student or something, I guess it's illegal. I don't know what that is. It's wrong. It's like, it's wrong. But anyways, you're not that. You want to heal people. So in whatever way you are spreading wisdom here, I do think you're gaining it from beyond just yourself. Maybe this is, I mean, it could even, to some extent, it could even be your own downloads. Maybe there's downloads that you get for yourself or something like that. Or there's wisdom that you get here because there's something that you don't share everything. You don't share everything, but that's normal. It doesn't seem like you have to. I don't think anybody needs to share everything. No, you shouldn't. Okay. I don't know. I think your energy is kind of cool. How others view you. The networker in the light and wise. Aw, it's nice. Bring up you're doing good things here. I don't know. It's almost too like going to a Dr. Zeus book or something like that and getting like some type of reading it and going, oh, there's some wisdom in here that I could apply to adults. Oh, that's an idea. That's actually a really smart idea. You could do that if you want, if you're looking for an idea or something. I got too much going on. I can't do that. But that's kind of cool. Your heart chakra, you're loving and compassionate. People see you as accepting of yourself and accepting of others. You're coming off as such a sweetheart. You really are. I'm sorry that I thought you were plagiarizing work in a bad way at the beginning. What people don't know about the strategy. I think what is it that you want to share? I want to go to the tarot. I really do. They don't know that you're hoarding money or emotions. But because you're patient in that, it almost like it feels like I would share. I'll share, but I can't right now. I can't share right now. But you have maybe you have a strategy to share. It's kind of like it's a short-term goal that's going to meet a more longer-term goal down the road. You have a strategy here. Be patient and you'll share. Oh, that's very nice. What you don't know about someone around you. They are the fun messiah. Oh, wow. Who is this? That's like really tapped in. Spiritual baby. Maybe you're stealing this person's. No, but you don't know this. What you don't know about someone around you. There could be someone around you who's like really, really wise. But you probably don't see that in them because maybe they're just silly. With the fun card, right? This person makes, it's kind of like, instead of sharing is caring, sharing is fun. Sharing is godlike. Oh, but you're not sharing now. Right? You're hoarding. Intimacy and creativity is at the bottom. Second chakra, closeness with others, nurturing yourself. Yeah, it's totally cool. That dog. Your underline with the dogs was hilarious. Concentrating on companionship. You know what? I'm frustrated. I just please myself. And don't get a mind in the gutter because pleasing yourself, you know what? So, to me, that's like making some homemade popcorn with some butter on it. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to eat that. I'm going to watch whatever I want. I tell you, that is one of the best pleasing yourselves. Well, it's pretty good. It's not as good as pie or cake or other things, but it's pretty good. Okay. Healer of the ages. This is you. You are learning to alter the facts. I don't know, you're so funny. This temperance thing. That's like the patience. I don't know what you're up to. What are you up to? What are you up to? What's the collective up to? Their energy is so intriguing. The Nine of Pentacles. Keep it to yourself. You're looking after you. You're looking after you. I don't know. Honestly, you come across to me like somebody who maybe you create like yoga videos, or you have a yoga studio, or you share like great little memes or things like that with family or friends to kind of like cheer them up, or right, like, because it's the healing card. It's like whatever you're doing here that may not necessarily be yours, like you might get a whole bunch of ideas from someone else who is doing an exercise video, but you don't like necessarily recreate their exercise video. You get a whole bunch of different ones. You create your own routine out of like 10 different videos that you've seen, right? Like it's not coming across that you're doing something that you really shouldn't be doing. It doesn't feel like you're doing something that's actually illegal or you're taking from someone else. But in whatever you learn in whatever spiritualism or healing that you're doing, you don't share all of it here. And that's fine, because I feel like some of it is just for you, and some of it is maybe just meant for you, to help you, which I think is also kind of healthy, no? Yeah, I think that's kind of healthy for anyone. Like if you're gaining information, and you're giving or willingly sharing that to others. And every once in a while you get something like, I want to keep this one just for me. This is something that I feel like, yeah, this one is mine. I'm going to keep it. Like, that's how it feels. So yeah, it's cool. It's nice. That's what you're up to. Okay. I feel like you're hiding what you're up to some extent too, though, with that. Because the Nine of Pentacles is kind of like somebody behind a wall. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what they're doing. And aren't you just, oh, the Three of Swords. That's how others view you, the heart chakra. It's different. What is that all about? Because you had the fourth chakra and the light networker and the wisdom there. That's how others view you. What is this Three of Swords? Maybe healing people's ouchies. Healing the pain that others have. Yeah. This Three of Swords. The Ace of Wands. You give ideas and advice here. I don't think it's all your own though. But whatever is, right? Like if you download, I don't know. Is there anything that truly has? Is there a thought or an idea that hasn't existed yet? No. Actually, right? Because well, speaking of the Bible, what was that? When God created everything and then he was done. He or she was done. That was it. That's it. It's all done. It's all been created. Right? Yeah. So the Two of Swords and the Chariot. I feel like you help people to move forward. You help people make choices and decisions about their life. Yeah, you're really intriguing. I love it. You know, you could even be, I want to say, there's a little bit, I see a little bit of myself in this early on when I was like first learning and watching tarot. Like before I was like actually, you know, sort of like publicly doing it, I would watch other tarot readers. I would kind of have my own interpretation of cards, and I just loved exploring so many different videos of other tarot readers and seeing some of their different nuanced interpretations of different cards, right? To some degree, I mean, you could say that's, I don't know, plagiarism sounds like such a heavy word, but like there's that kind of vibe in here too. Like whatever you're doing, in whatever way you do take information from other sources, you do it so that you can help others, which, you know, I think that's nice. Why wouldn't it be nice, right? I think that's nice. So you have a strategy here Your patience. You're hoarding. What are you hoarding? Are you hoarding just are you hoarding patience? Are you hoarding some sort of information about being patient? Are you hoarding something that would help others be patient? You're hoarding a strategy and patience. That feels like some type of level of wisdom and temperance, right? What are you hoarding? Oh, how you give. All right, you might be a little picky and choosy here. You know, you might be a little bit picky and choosy in terms of who or what you give with. Your charitability. Again, it doesn't feel wrong because you're showing up as really, really sharing. So you got to pick your battles, right? And you got to decide what feels like the right thing to give into and what isn't the right thing to give into. You might even be, okay, you might even be very, when I say hoarding, you could also be like, let's say you are very charitable and you do like really good things for other people. There's things going on here that other people are unaware of. Like if, you know, there's some people, like some famous people will make it known that I donated this to this charity. I want everybody to know the kindness of my heart. But it's kind of like if you think, well, I think you're just doing that so that people look at you like that, you know, you're charitable when actually it's a tax write-off and you couldn't care less. Because it's when like you find out through a hidden source or something like that somebody's been doing something charitable. And it's almost as if you think, oh, I think that they've been they don't want anyone to know that they've been doing that. And that's kind of how it's discovered. That feels very charitable to me. Like that feels like honest charitability. That's how you're coming across here, because you're hiding something here that you're in some way that you give to others. Gosh, I don't know. You could even like work at a food bank, or you could be somebody who goes out and you give food to people like on the street, or somebody. Yeah, you're doing something. So when it says hoarding, but you pick and choose. What's this patience? What people don't know about you, you're so patient. Oh my God. The Ten of Swords. People can backstab you. People can betray you. Oh, sometimes you want someone to be able to help themselves. That's what people don't know about you. Sometimes you want people to be able to help themselves, right? So as I'm looking at this, like, be patient. You see, she's got to reach. If I bring the broom to her, she won't know how much she has inside of her to do it. It's a little bit of tough love, honestly, right? Like, you could see somebody sitting there suffering. Well, okay. Maybe that's extreme, but I don't know. Well, what is suffering? There's so many levels of suffering. Welcome to planet Earth, right? There's so many levels of suffering. I kind of want to say, like, this, I don't know. It is a little bit of a tough love. Obviously, right? Like, if somebody was, I don't feel like you're the kind of person that if somebody had fallen down on the street and let's say it was an elderly person and they had an oxygen tank with them and the tank rolled away, they'd be like, you know what? You don't know how strong you are till you can crawl to the tank. I don't think that's you. I hope not, because that would be inappropriate. I think that would be inappropriate. This is more like somebody, like, she can do this. I know she can do this. And it's like sitting and giving somebody space to be able to help themselves. Giving somebody space to be able to help themselves. You could too, like, also, because you do seem to be some sort of information imparter, that somebody could be someone you know, may have been through something and where they were betrayed or backstabbed in some way here. You may not come right out and say it. You will keep this information to yourself, But it's almost like what you will do is you will give this person information to either figure that out for themselves or elevate and uplift themselves. That's part of your strategy here. Oh, you're a tough motherfucker. Kind of are. What's your strategy? Oh, it's nice to give. It's nice. They hurt. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. Something, is it something from your past, your soul family, from your heart? What is the 6 of Cups? The Tower. The Devil. The Page. Oh. It's, I don't know. It's almost like in a strategy. If there's something you broke and you know it could take a long time to be able to fix it, you'll be patient to get to that point where you can fix it. I don't know what you could broke here. I don't know what you could broke, but some sort of catastrophe, and the Devil comes in. I'm so sorry. The Devil came in. Some sort of catastrophe that brings in the Devil. Hope. Your strategy for hope after a difficult period of time. I feel like you're a really deep thinker. Like, and I mean, like, you're the kind of person that looks at like the things that have gone on in life, the things that have gone on in your life, the thing, you know, and you, I think you reflect and you look for the deeper meaning in things. Yeah. I feel like there could be something you're saving up for that you're like kind of keeping to yourself, and it could be trying to make something better between you and another person, or, you know, I don't know, but it's, yeah, it's nice. So, okay. Well, you don't know about somebody around you. Look at this, Goddess of the Moon, Messiah fun. Like, woo! Okay. How are they serving humanity with humility? King of Cups. There's a lot of love there. A lot of hidden love. A lot of intuitive love. Now, Scorpio, to me, Scorpio can be like, just in the context of how many dongs we got going on here. Oh, it's going to be a few. It's going to be a few dongs. They're not really ding dongs either. They're just dongs. So Scorpio to me can be, are you done yet? What's that? In this context, so maybe even esoteric, right? Like, it's hidden information and secrets. Serving humanity with humility through esotericism and hidden secrets, hidden knowledge. That's strong here. I feel like this is a very strong, intuitive person. This is somebody around you that you don't know about. Wasn't that interesting? Now you're going to be looking at everybody different, aren't you? Goddess of the Moon. The Two of Pentacles. This person might have 2 jobs. This person might have 2. You might know this person through one area of life, but there's a whole other area of this person that you have no idea about. Fascinating. And then they got the Fun card. And then they got the Fun card. Oh, they'll go to that right away. Knight of Swords. This first thing they want to do. It's the only thing they really want to do is have fun. This person just wants to have fun. This is a very childlike energy. They might also know the quick way to fun. They might want to, okay, so also interesting, like when they're imparting information, they may, the thing that they might lean into the quickest here is to be fun and silly. That's odd. It feels actually like kind of very pure. God is not a serious energy. Man makes God serious. If you don't think God has a sense of humor, you haven't been on earth long enough. I'll tell you, there's some shit going on here that if you don't laugh, you're gonna cry. So you start laughing. So the Four of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands is at the bottom. Oh boy, that's kind of like, yeah. If you don't laugh, you're gonna cry. So you better start laughing. This is such an interesting reading today. I'm going to go do the extended. Oh, and the extended. This is like a new little thing I put together. This is like, it just kind of popped into my head. So, you know, I'm going to ask. It continues with the kind of the nosy neighbor sort of thing here. I'm going to ask who's watching you or observing you. Why? What's their curiosity about you? I'm going to ask that. Link to the extended is in the description below. You can either join the membership, pick all extended videos to get access to all the extendeds, or you can do one-time purchase of extended below that. So, all right, I'm gonna tell you my story. So, my fucking story. Oh my god. So, okay. How long ago is it now? I think it's a week at this point. It's a week. So, went to pick my son up from school. One day, I was legally parked where I can park, and a very lovely lady, didn't seem lovely at the time, but we've gotten to know each other a lot more over the last week, and she figured her car would fit through a space that it would not. I don't know if she thought her car, well, actually it was a new car. Just like bright red Hyundai. Oh, I shouldn't say anything. Anyway, bright red car, brand new license, everything. This car was just screaming brand new. And, yeah, she got into her first little collision with it. I was parked. In park. Anyways, doesn't matter. I wasn't at fault. We both understand that now. So that was part of it too. Yeah, you got time for a story? Because I'm going to tell you a story. So, I don't know if she thought the car was smaller than the car she was driving. I don't know what it was. Or she thought it could inhale. I don't know. But anyways, so she did one of those like, along the side of my car. Oh, it actually sounded worse than it was. I don't know. I think my car has a really good paint job on it. I don't know. Which is probably part of the problem with the expensive too. So anyways, it got out. It had been snowy. And I was kind of upset, right? So, but I wasn't one of those, I didn't jump out like, what the fuck was wrong? I didn't do that at all. I just like, oh my gosh, here we are. So, and I said, oh God, you dented and scratched my car. And my car is covered in salt, except for where she had just rubbed her car against mine, right? Because she rubbed all the salt off. You could see the dent, and then you could see, so there's a dent near the bottom of the driver's side. No scratch in the dent. She just pushed it in. And then when she got to the fender, right, then she scraped the fender. And honestly, me looking at it, you would think, it's probably like $500. And it should be. We're going to pop that out, buff it, paint it. It's all good to go. But no, it's not $500. So, the first words out of her mouth were, how am I supposed to know that I did that damage? Like, the fuck? My car is covered in salt because of the conditions. And this area just magically happens to be clear of any salt. And it also has this fresh dent and scratch. You fucking did it. Like, give me that shit. You did. And I was just like, I'm taking pictures. I mean, I was like more than, I don't know, I guess myself, I just like, if I had done that, I'd be like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I did that. No, the first words out of her mouth were, she thought I was scamming her. But anyways, it's pretty obvious. And when I pointed that out, I guess it was hard for her to make an excuse about it. So then she's like looking around. She goes, well, you can't park here because there's snow. I'm like, what? I said, I can park here. It's been plowed. It's like days after a snowstorm. And she said, well, it's too tight now. You should. I said, there's all other people parked here. Like it's an area that you can park on the road. And then I pointed out to her, I said, you see on that side of the street, it says no parking. That means no parking on that side. If people were parked on that side and you were trying to squeeze through, then you're all wrong. Y'all wrong. I'm not wrong. If I'm not allowed to park here, during winter months, there would be a sign that says that, because you can see that. I think it's mostly like in Toronto. I live in a small town, so we don't have that here, but, or maybe there is in some places, I don't know. But anyway, so I was like, I had an answer for every one of her. You can't do that. You can't. And like, I was parked. Like, you were the one moving. Your vehicle was moving. And then I said, so then I was like, okay, so we need to exchange information here because you've done damage to my car. And then she just kept going on and on. And I was like, are you, and I just had to come out and say, are you refusing to give me your driver's license and your insurance and your ownership so I can take a photo and a copy of it? And she didn't really answer the question. And then she just kept like, and I said to her, I said, I'll call the police then, because you have collided with my car and you have created damage and you are refusing. So I'm taking a picture of your car and your license plate. I'm taking a picture. I have moved my car. My car is sitting where it was parked. And I took a picture of the scene, the street, and everything. So then she got her shit. She got her shit. And I'm like, you know, can people just be honest? Is it just that hard to be fucking honest these days? She got a lot better after that. I don't know what. Anyways. So we've been, I wasn't sure how much the damage was. And so this was the thing. Because you have like, I was thinking, should I go to her? There's like literally no damage on her car. Because I think the bumper, her big rubber black bumper or whatever, is what hit my car. And so, right, like, so where I am, you need to, there's a whole this criteria for filing an accident report. So the first thing I did when I got home was I phoned the communication center of like the local police here to understand, like, is this a situation where I should be reporting this collision or whatever? And they said, well, I mean, for the most part, if it's more than $5,000 worth of damage, then yes, you do need to report it. But if not, then you just go through the insurance companies and yada, 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 or whatever you two agree on. And so I had to get a quote. I'm like, I don't think it is. But anyways, you would be surprised. I was like, I don't think I've ever had to pay for body work on a car. I'm not paying for the body work on my car. And so I said to her, I said, well, because too, I have like, my car's only 4 years old. So it has very little kilometers on it. So like, I like the fact that it kind of like, it's still kind of new. And I said, let me hop into the dealer and let me ask them. Actually, no, what I was going to do, because when I got the car, I got it, and I'll never get it again. It's a waste of fucking money. I should have known it. But it's called I have a Kia, and it's called Kia's Appearance and I don't know, something. It's kind of like for minor chips and dents. And I got that because people are always opening their fucking doors to my car in parking lot. And I thought, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. So anyways, I thought, let me just take it there and see. I mean, that's the first, if neither one of us have to pay out of pocket, then let's, you know, I'm not going to make you pay money if you don't have to. I'm already paying for this every month. But anyway, so, and I had a couple other there's like a little chip on my hood that I got this past summer. It obviously must have been from a stone. And I do have a tiny little dent at the door up by the handle. And, so when I was there, I asked Kia, I said, can you look at these two other things? Actually, look at all of it and tell me what is covered under the appearance and dent and scratch thing. So anyways, the damage that she did to my car is obviously not. And when I tell you, it is pretty minor, but there's enough scrape on the fender, like well, the whole thing bothers me anyway, so it's got to be fixed. And so anyways, so Kia gave us a quote, and that was, what was that? It was, I think it was $2,500. $500 to pop out a dent that has no scratch on. And put a little bit, when I tell you like it's scratched, it's very minor. It's very minor. But anyways, so that, I was like surprised. She was surprised too. So now her and I text back and forth all the time now. And then, so I phoned my mechanic and I said, can you recommend a place that does good body work? And so he gave me a recommendation. So I mentioned it to her and she said, oh yeah, that's the place that actually I was going to suggest if we go. So went there, they quoted even higher at 27. Oh yeah, 27. Okay, so Kia was 2,500. That includes 5 days with a car rental because they need my car for 3 to 5 days. They don't know how long. So, right, then I have to get a rental car too. This whole fucking, all I was doing was parked on the side of the road, minding my own goddamn business, waiting for my kid to come into the car. And, okay, so that was Kia. That includes the rental, right? They do a rental for $50. $50. I have this all in my head now. $50 a day. That's a pretty good price because they got all these fucking cars on the lot, right? They're just going to give you one of theirs. So, we went to this auto body shop and they quoted, and it was over $2,700. I think it was almost $2,900. Like, when the fuck is somebody cheaper than the dealer? So now I'm thinking that's odd. That seems odd, but anyways. And then the car rental. So they have a deal with a car rental place, and if you are getting body work done, and the car rental place will give you $40 a day for the car rental. And they said, yeah, 5 days. So, I'm like, wow, this is gonna be like $3,000. The poor woman's like, yeah, I bet you wish you were paying more attention now when you were trying to. And, yes, so, so there was, I said to her, I said, well, there's something. Oh yeah, no, I said to her, I think Kia, I don't remember what. Anyways, fuck. There was something about Kia's quote. Oh yeah, because I was asking, there were things that weren't covered. The freaking chip in my hood is not covered by their stupid appearance chip and dent thing. I'm like, it's a chip. It's a chip. And they said, if we're going to do that properly, we have to do the whole hood. This planet is so fucking corrupt. And they're like, and the appearance thing only covers up to $1,000. And I'm like, I don't even remember how much that fucking thing is. That's probably what I pay. That's probably what I paid out of like the 5 years to car payments on the car. And I'm thinking, So anyways, they gave me a new quote. Oh, because they originally didn't have the rental car in it. So they gave me a new quote and it came back as $2,100. And so then I had to get back to him. And I'm telling you, this guy is slower than molasses at the fucking dealership. And I said, like, wait, this is a week now. Still. And I said to him, I said, is this price correct? Like, I'm trying to confirm. I need to confirm because I asked you to include the car rental. This is like the dent in the door, the scratch on the fender, plus car rental. This $2,100. And he said, yes, that's $250. It's $50 a day. I did it for 5 days. It's $250. You see at the bottom. I was like, so I scrolled down and I saw it and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then, so then I sent him another message and I said, okay, the little tiny other dent just under my door handle on the same door, that is covered under their appearance thing. So I said, can that get fixed? At the same time, I would like at this point, they should just take the door off and put on a fucking new one. They probably will, who knows? But anyways, so that is covered. So yeah, I asked him, can you get that? Can that be done at the same time that you're doing the collision damage? And then I said, because the chip on the hood bothers me. It's a pretty deep chip. And I said, it's not big though. It's like a little, and I said, can you give me a quote for what it would cost to get the chip fixed? And then so that's when he sent me another, but it takes him like 8 hours to reply to any fucking message. So, and then he said to me, he said, well, what kind of repair do you want? Because to do the chip properly, we have to do the whole hood. He said, do you want like to do the whole hood? Or do you just want like a touch-up repair? I'm like, I just want a touch-up repair. Are you fucking kidding me? If that's what you're like, you can't. Anyways. So then he gets back to me And he hasn't given me the quote for the hood, for the touch-up repair. And then he says to me, oh, sorry, I gave you the wrong quote for, I don't know, so it wasn't 2,100, it's 2,500, which is what I kind of started with, but that's where I've ended here, so that's why it was in my head. So it's still, I think it's still cheaper than the body shop. At this point, I'm not sure how competent they are at the dealership. I'm really like, I kind of thought I wanted to go to dealership at first just to get like a guideline number. And then I thought to myself too, I thought, you know, it's Kia. It is a Kia car. So, but I don't know. I really don't know. So anyways, and then this poor woman who did my car, like she wants to go with, well, I told her she has to. She's just, I told her, you've got two ways to do this. You either come with me to where we agree that we're going to get it done when I drop off the car, and you leave a credit card and you pay for it ahead of time. Or you like give me the cash and I will pay for it, right? Because she doesn't want to go through insurance. And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, I really don't either, but out of principle, I would if she was really going to stick me with this. In 25 years, I've never had a claim on anything. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. So, yeah. So she keeps saying like, when are we going to go? When are we going to go? And I'm like, I don't know. So now I have to get back to this woman and tell her $2,100 wasn't the price. It's $2,500. And I'm just like, this guy is such an idiot. Because he knows it's a collision and someone else is paying for it. I don't know. So that's anyways. It's been a day. Because I got his message today. And I'm like, he is fucking telling me what? That the $2,100 was incorrect. That he was wrong. He was quoting, he was quoting my, there was 3 spots that I got checked on my car to see if it was covered for this appearance thing. So well, while we're in here, let's just get everything done. Because on the back of my bumper, which isn't a big deal because the bumper is plastic anyways, there's a little tiny scrape on the top of the bumper when we were loading kayaks in and out of it once. My son was lazy and he did not lift the kayak up. He just slid it out, but it doesn't, I mean, I could touch that up and it's plastic. So it's not something I'm worried about it rusting long-term. So to fix that, and the hood was going to be $2,100. I don't know anymore. I'm just like, oh, this is not my fault. It's causing me so much fucking stress. You know what I mean, Lily? Yeah, I do. I just feel like the world is so full of incompetence and unaccountability. It drives me crazy. If I did it wrong, I did it wrong. And then I try to do it right. And if I didn't do it right, well, this is people's jobs. I think that's the thing that really bothers me. Is there anybody out there who's fucking competent anymore? I don't know. I just needed to vent. I needed to vent. Because Lily and Larry are tired of hearing this story. And I have to send this poor woman another text message and say to her, it's not $2,100, it's $2,500. That does include the rental. I think it's about $200 less than the body shop. But then at this point, I'm kind of like, I don't know who's more competent here. But you know, I don't know. Anyways, that's it. That's what I'm going to stop it now. And I have to send her a text message. We've really gotten to know each other in this time. Anyways, that's all I got. Until next time, be gentle with yourself.